Welcome to Tuesday's Pastoral Touchpoints, episode number 3. Thanks for joining us again. We've got a lot to get through today. Rich got the memo this week. It is Sweater Tuesday. I did not get a lot of good compliments about my sweater on the way out of the house.
Does that surprise you?
No, not at all. Actually, Rebecca thought maybe it was spiritual because it has crosses, and then Chase said those are definitely plus signs. So I wasn't getting a lot of love. But anyway, our plant life for today or this week is my little buddy, and so he's ready to go. I added some moss in there last week to kind of bonsai it up a little bit more, and I don't know, we'll see how that goes.
He still thinks it's real?
It's definitely real. All right, good. So we wanted to do today just a few things just to keep you informed of what's going on. Rich and I really miss doing announcements on Sunday mornings. Maybe not. No, actually, we do kind of enjoy that.
I know you miss them too.
Yeah, you do. But we do want to keep you guys informed of just what's coming up and what you can look forward to as we move forward through COVID-19. So, Rich, some calendar updates for us.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just a reminder to keep watching the information that's coming to you through Realm. We obviously don't have information or knowledge as to when things are going to be lifted. So we're purposefully not putting things on the calendar from the church perspective because we just don't know. But for example, you'll be hearing about an all-church social that's tentatively scheduled for June. You're going to be getting a save the date for that. We hope, and Lord willing, that can happen. That's an exciting thing to hopefully look forward to. Obviously, we've had VBS on the calendar for July 13th. Listen, we don't know. The committee's talking and discussing. We're praying hard for wisdom and unity about all that. So just keep those things in your prayers as well. If you would join us in praying for those things, we would love to be able to have those events. But we're just going week to week, and obviously want to abide by what the powers that be are deeming necessary or unnecessary and so forth. But we want to thank you for the support. We feel that the support you're giving to us is great. We are encouraged with that. But yeah, we want to keep you aware of what's happening. But right now, it's just a matter of waiting and praying. So we don't have a lot of announcements, but we do know that some of you are starting to ask questions and wanting to put things on our calendars. But right now, we're just kind of holding off just because we don't have answers and really don't know. But we certainly would ask you to keep praying for these events, praying for wisdom, continue to pray for protection of our faith family as well. But that's kind of where we are.
Yeah, good. And we may get some clarity into May as to how long it will be extended or if things will start getting lifted. And two things that I'm personally involved in would be the whitewater rafting trip. And so that's kind of mid-May, so I'm holding my breath, but not super hopeful that that'll take place. But again, by early May, we should know about that. And then the New York City trip with Sam Fry. That's up in the air right now, but we'll follow through with Sam. And as you know, New York City's kind of been an epicenter for the coronavirus, and we'll see what that looks like moving forward for those two things as well. So we'll give you details as they come in for sure. We'll keep you updated. So. One thing we did this last week we're really excited about, and Rich wants to let you know what it's going to look like in the future.
Yeah, we've made a decision to continue the best of our ability to record our services from the front, from the sanctuary. I trust you were able to see the Sunday service and the way that came across. Many of you commented on that. We were encouraged with that. I want to thank you, give a thanks to Ray Newland for the work in editing and formatting that. And it just was a very, very fun thing to be a part of, and God answered a lot of prayers with us being able to do that. So thank you to him, and thanks for your comments. It was encouraging to see. So Lord willing, look for more of those to be recorded on a Sunday morning to come. So we're excited.
Yeah, good.
Jonathan, what was that went zooming across the screen just now?
I have no idea. But it does remind me about our Zoom Connect groups, which actually just got started today. So we had our first one launch at 10 o'clock. And just to give you a heads up on what that looked like and to maybe take some fear away from the Zoom Connect groups, you should have gotten an email yesterday from the office with an invitation that is a link, a hyperlink that'll take you to a website where you'll be able to connect with about 10 households from the faith family here that will be led, just a discussion led by someone in leadership. It might be one of the elders or a pastoral staff members. So we're excited about that. It'll be a neat way to visually connect. But two things real quick just to kind of help walk you through that. My first recommendation for you would be to save the email that you got on Monday, April 13th. Okay, save that email, because if your Connect group isn't until the middle of next week, you'll have to go back and find it. So flag it, email it to your spouse or in one of your junk email accounts. Put it somewhere so that you'll know where that email is. So when that time comes on your calendar, you can pull that email up, and all you have to do is click on the link in the hyperlink in the email, and it'll ask you to launch Zoom, and you just allow it access to do that. Or you might have to, if you're doing it on a smartphone, download the app. So if you have a laptop or a tablet or a smartphone, you can do it from there. And there's also an option to call in if you don't have something with the camera, and people will be able to hear you, and you'll be able to interact as well. So we're excited about those Zoom Connect groups. Everyone in the faith family is getting that opportunity here in the next couple of weeks, and it's just a way for us to do our best to stay connected through this season. So that's about all we have for today, but we've got just a closing thought for you as a word of encouragement.
I hope it is a word of encouragement. This is a hymn that was written way back in 1676. It's been a powerful influence on my life since 31 years ago when I received it from my father. Samuel Radagast wrote this, and it's, let me just read it for you. Whate'er my God ordains is right, his will is ever just. However he orders now my cause, I will be still and trust. He is my God. Though dark my road, he holds me that I shall not fall. Wherefore to him I leave it all. Whatever my God ordains is right, he never will deceive. He leads me by the proper path. And so to him I cleave and take content what he hath sent. His hand can turn my grief away, and patiently I wait his day. Whatever my God ordains is right. He taketh thought for me. The cup that my physician gives, no poison dropped can be, but medicine due, for God is true, and on that changeless truth I build, and all my heart with hope is filled. Whatever my God ordains is right, though the cup I must drink, that bitter seems to my faint heart. I will not fear nor shrink, tears pass away with dawn of day. Sweet comfort yet shall fill my heart, and pain and sorrow all depart. Whatever my God ordains is right, my light, my life is he, who cannot will me aught but good. I trust him utterly. For well I know in joy or woe, we soon shall see, as sunlight clear, how faithful was our guardian here. Whate'er my God ordains is right, here will I take my stand. Though sorrow, deed, or death make earth for me a desert land, my Father's care is round me there. He holds me that I shall not fall, and so to him I leave it all.
Good. Thanks, Rich. When he told me he was going to read that, it brought to mind a book that my cousin gave me and I was able to read through earlier this year. It's called All Things for Good, and it was actually written probably a century later than that hymn or poem by Thomas Watson, one of the Puritans, and he just keeps hammering home that the fact that God is sovereign, he ordains all things, and he is good, and he works all things for our good. And so even this season and the trials we're facing, God works those things for good, and we can trust that he's not just in control, but that he's working in our lives. And so, again, we love and miss you, and we're looking forward to this space being filled up again. So have a good week, and check back in on Thursday for the next episode. See ya.